Alright guys, you know what to do. Leave your feedback in the comments section down below, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already. And with that being said, let's move on to the video. Hello, my name is Anonymous. I am your host. And welcome to the channel where we bring you new videos every single day. Now, before we start today's video, I would like to ask you a question. What comes into your mind when you hear the word maid? Perhaps you think of a young woman who works in a house doing household chores, or maybe you recall the iconic Disney movie. But have you ever thought about maids in the Middle Ages? During the medieval period, being a maid wasn't just about dusting and cleaning. It was a profession with its own set of rules, challenges, and even dangers. So let us take a journey back in time and find out what life was like for these medieval servants. What did a maid do? The role of a maid in the Middle Ages was multifaceted. While our modern conception of a maid might be limited to domestic duties like cleaning and cooking, medieval maids had a wider range of responsibilities. Their tasks went beyond simple housework and extended to assisting with the laundry, taking care of animals, gardening, and even helping with the preparation of meals. In some cases, they also assisted their mistress with dressing and grooming. What qualities did a maid need to have? To be a maid in the Middle Ages, one needed more than just a willingness to work. The ideal maid was someone who was trustworthy, honest, and discreet. As they often had access to private areas of the house and were privy to family secrets, they had to be able to keep things confidential. Additionally, since they worked closely with the women of the house, they were expected to be well-mannered, refined, and able to hold a conversation on a variety of topics. Patience and the ability to remain calm under pressure were also essential, especially during those busy times when the entire household depended on the maid's efficiency and accuracy. Challenges faced by maids? Being a maid in the Middle Ages wasn't all glamorous work and no play. These servants faced numerous challenges, from the lack of basic amenities to the constant pressure to perform. During the medieval times, there was little to no access to modern conveniences such as cleaning supplies, refrigeration, or even basic hygiene products. This meant that everything from cleaning the house to preserving food had to be done manually, making the job significantly harder. Moreover, maids were expected to work long hours with little to no overtime pay, and if they failed to meet the expectations of their mistresses, they could face harsh punishments ranging from verbal reprimands to physical abuse. The medieval diet. Maids in the Middle Ages had to contend with a rather bland diet. Their meals were primarily composed of bread, cheese, and ale, with occasional variations such as milk or beer replacing the latter. Fresh fruits and vegetables were sometimes included, but these were more of a luxury than a staple. The lack of dietary diversity made their meals monotonous and their nutritional intake incomplete. Life outside the kitchen. When they weren't working, medieval maids didn't have much time for leisure. Any free time they did have was often spent in the company of other servants. They might engage in needlework, share stories, or gossip about the upper household. However, they couldn't expect much in the way of entertainment or social activities. So there you have it, a glimpse into the not-so-glamorous life of a maid in the Middle Ages. It was a tough job, with long hours, low pay, and limited benefits. But it was also a necessary one that kept the wheels of the medieval household turning. And now I would like to ask you a question. Would you want to be a maid in the Middle Ages? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. And before we depart for today, don't forget to leave your feedback. We truly appreciate your support. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious.